What are you doing down here in the realm of the monsters?
Pick one. Pick one.
That's like really good. I'm excited to hear that in the microphones. That was really solid, man.
Thank you.
Well, welcome back to Five's a Crowd. I don't have my headphones on, but I feel like that's a solid note to bring it in on. And check it out. We've got the 5 of us around the table today.
Yeah, we're complete.
We are all here and accounted for, baby.
You too.
I know.
You guys. You. Good job. On 3. Team.
Team.
1, 2, 3, team.
You say on 3 and then you don't even count.
I honestly didn't think anyone would do it.
Everyone count in your minds.
In your minds.
Yeah, we're all wearing
Scene
different
from-
colors too. That's kind of fun.
Did you like the song?
Like a rainbow. What?
He's still
I'm
quoting
still
Moana.
stuck. I'm still stuck on it.
Moana?
You need to pick an eye.
Painted it with
Pick it. Come on.
algae.
A
Bioluminescent algae.
Oh,
What
I
the
see
heck
here.
just fell?
The Rock.
Fell like a rock.
It's a barnacle.
Chevy.
If he was all he was supposed to be, he would have hung on.
Bioluminescent I know.
Oh, well, anyway, welcome back. We're going to have another fun vomit today. Just get caught up, talk about what's going on in the news. A lot of wild and crazy stuff is going on. But let me introduce the table. We got Cam,
Yo.
Chris,
Hello.
Tony,
Hey.
Zach,
Hola.
and myself, Austin. Anyone want to talk about the bigger news happening right now in the world?
All of it?
Which
I know sad news.
All of
one?
some sad news.
Yeah.
No one wants to start off on sad.
Okay.
What's happening right now?
we
Ukraine
have a
invaded
topic, but
Russia.
I'm not sure what it is.
Well, I think the biggest news to ever hit the headlines ever is that there's a potential breakup.
Oh, my Stupid.
Absolutely massive.
So dumb.
If you don't know, Kim, fill us in.
So
Fill them in.
You know, I mean, if you've been living under a rock,
Yep.
there were some leaked documents recently from a publishing company, or not a publishing, what's the word I'm looking for? A PR company that represents Travis Kelce. Oh, and this document details what's going to happen in the event of a breakup between him and Taylor Swift. So, like, where he's going to do interviews, where he's going to do appearances, what he's going to say, that they're still friends, blah, 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 blah. But the crazy thing is that in this document, there's a line that says the breakup is scheduled for September 28th, 2024.
Well, we will see. Let's see. When this gets released, will be probably like right around that time.
Pretty
frame.
close.
So we'll see
About a week out.
if it comes to fruition.
But now, here's the thing. Now that it's leaked, they obviously know it's leaked. So are they just, what are they going to do? During the
Break up on
29th?
September 29th.
You know,
Right?
Yep.
It'd be hilarious if neither of them really knew about it. And they call up each other. You're breaking up with me? No, I thought you were breaking up with me. Like,
Sounds like Jerry Seinfeld.
Yep.
but I don't want to be a part of it.
It was an itch.
Hello.
Oh man, I don't know. Part of me hopes that it's true, so that Kelce actually performs well on my fantasy team this year.
You know, in
So-
fairness, he always played well when she was watching,
I
though.
don't think she did.
Well, she didn't. He
yeah,
did.
she didn't. But
Well, he didn't. I don't think either of them performed well.
Oh, you think she's tiring him out before the games?
No.
Yeah, by nagging on him all day.
Saying F the patriarchy.
Excuse me, patriarchy, open my door, please.
No, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. I think it's crazy having a contract like that. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I don't know. It would make more sense just to have a contract like, hey, if it ever did happen, almost like an annulment, prenuptial agreement. But to have like a breakup date, that's weird.
So weird.
I mean, they both cashed out huge on this.
That's the
whole
thing.
PR
Like, so
stunt.
let us know. What do you think? A whole thing just a PR stunt?
Yep.
Was there genuine like in there at all?
Nope.
Well, and didn't they also speculate that back when they were dating and all this stuff that they were getting together to help promote Biden? Wasn't that a thing?
Or, COVID,
Hey, here's the thing, man.
the
Pfizer.
vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine.
Well, that definitely, because he did an
Same thing.
advertisement for it. But I swear it was like a presidential thing. Like,
It was expected somewhere, like at the Super Bowl or whatever, that Taylor Swift was going to come out and announce her.
Oh,
She was going to be voting for Biden or whatever.
got you. But that
So,
never happened.
That never happened.
That's good.
And it's not going to.
No.
There's a coup going on.
Yep.
It's already happened.
It hasn't yet.
What?
If it comes into fruition, it'll be a coup.
Fruition.
What's a coup?
Fruition. I can't think.
What's a coup?
A coup.
Coup man.
It's when you're placing someone into government, like you're replacing somebody.
Yeah. So they're basically like it's other higher ups in the government are conspiring to
Yes.
out whoever's in charge and place someone in.
That's
it.
well.
That's right.
That's
I
well
do
put.
remember reading about that.
That's how you get someone like Kamala Harris in the running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody voted for
Nobody
her.
actually voted for her.
I just don't understand, and it's again, it's just the whole thing that we've kind of gone back and forth on with like internet bots. But I see so much stuff about promoting Kamala, and I'm like, you guys got to have someone better than her.
Dude.
Did you
I
see
don't
the
know.
thing that her? So who's her running mate? That Waltz.
Tim
or some-
Waltz.
His
Oh, his
entire
family?
is
What's
Trump.
his first name?
Is voting Trump.
Yeah, there's a photo like evidence of his family wearing Waltz for Trump, and it's all of them. They're all wearing his shirt.
Even his
Yeah.
grandma, his all of
I
them.
was gonna
And
say,
they-
I thought it was like extended family, like cousins or something like
I don't
that.
know.
But even still,
Have you noticed too that like they just keep throwing all these ideas against the wall publicly? Like Trump started saying, no taxes on tips, and now
Yeah.
Kamala Harris is like, no taxes on tips, and it's like she's the one who's the deciding vote to put taxes on tips, like
Right?
It's just
She's so wishy-washy.
oh my,
stupid.
The funniest thing that I've seen is her accent changing. Have you seen that?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
So she'll
Patronizing thing in the world.
go within 24 hours. She'll have a rally at 2 different locations. Uh-oh. You okay?
He died. He died.
Oh,
I just had to get the rock off the floor.
okay. All right. Disgrace.
That's where
Disgrace.
rocks go is on the ground.
Yeah.
Not this one.
So, what was I? Oh, so she had apparently
Break
she
his
had
arm?
2.
The fall broke his arm. Okay.
Apparently, she had 2 different rallies within, I want to say, 24 hours. One in Pittsburgh and one in Iowa. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, she was giving the exact same speech, and I think the one in Pittsburgh, she had a heavy Southern accent, like super heavy, and it's just like, what is going on? Like this is just madness.
Ridiculous.
I don't even
It's
know.
like, lady, do you
I
not
thought
realize
she
that
was
people
down
have
south for that one.
cameras?
I swear
somewhere.
they said Pittsburgh.
Oh.
It did throw me off that, like,
Yeah.
but I think this thing said Pittsburgh.
I think it's that she had a large audience who she thought would resonate with that accent.
Maybe she thought she was somewhere else other than Pittsburgh.
Wouldn't it be
What
great
kind
if
of
she,
body?
if she changed it
You know
depending
exactly.
on the state for every state? Like,
Oh yeah, like she pretends like cameras don't exist.
yeah.
And we can't all see her all the time.
Totally reminds me of Black Sheep with
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley,
Which part?
where he goes to the campaign trial for his brother. That's at the rock concert and everything like that. And beforehand, he ends up hanging out with a bunch of pot smoking
Yes.
Jamaicans or whatever.
Yes.
And he's going for it. It's like, rock on. He's getting all into the crowd. And then right at the end, you go, kill Whitey. What?
Did you see Vladimir Putin trolling the
No.
election?
No.
So he recently
Please
came
share.
out and said, he's like, our favorite, if you can call it that, was the current president, Mr. Joe Biden, but he was removed from the race, and he recommended all his supporters to support Miss Harris. Well, we will do so. We will support her. And then it says, he said she laughs so expressively and infectiously that it means that she is doing well.
Out of curiosity, has
She's doing
Biden
well.
has Biden even been seen since his
No.
dropout?
I don't think
Oh,
so.
didn't he do that speech where he was talking about the Inflation Act or whatever? And he's like, let's just call it what it was. It was for the Green Deal or whatever. Have you seen that? Oh, what is that? What's the act? It's like there's like $268 billion that were going to the Anti-Inflation Act. And he's like, well, we got an environmental crisis. He goes, and we put $268 million into this. He goes, and for that bill, let's just call it for what it, why I don't know why we called it that, but let's just call it for what it is. And he's talking about
They're like, mute his mic, mute his mic.
Turn him off. Turn him off.
Dude, I think they should
Surprised
just
they
get
don't
that
have
guy.
a kill switch for his
They
mic.
should get him so drunk and just put a camera in front of him and just tell all the secrets.
Well, have you seen my favorite? Are those commercials where it's just Kamala saying something, and she's like, inflation is up this many points since before COVID. And then it cuts and it's like, I'm Donald Trump and I've approved this message. They just use their own
I
video.
know, it's
Don't even
funny.
change it at all. They just use their video and then put his thing at the end.
Dude, I gotta give props for like Donald Trump, his marketing team, genius, and they are fast.
Dude, going on with Theo Vaughn.
Dude, yes, very fast. Did you see the and this? I wonder if you saw this. Did you see that Trump mentioned he thinks health insurances should pay for in vitro
Yeah, they should.
IVF?
yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And he wants to like put it into.
Well, that's only when you have people who want you to reproduce.
Oh, who's that?
The other side wants us to not reproduce and to
That makes no sense.
Dude, I get scared to death over this because who's that? Is it Eric Weinstein?
Weinstein.
Who's the one who's
I think is what. Yeah.
who's the professor who got kicked out or whatever? Is it Eric?
You're thinking of
Eric's
Yeah.
the pervert, right?
yeah. Weinstein is the Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey
is the perv-
Weinstein.
He's
Harvey.
the
That's
perv of Hollywood.
It's Eric.
You're
right?
thinking of gray-haired guy, skinny,
Yeah.
tall, lanky.
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
No.
Wow, you went way off.
You're
What are you talking about?
No.
You said the doctor.
I'm talking about
You're talking about
The thing is,
You're talking about the professor that got kicked out. That was
No.
him.
Shipley, Schlappy,
There's more than one.
Swan.
The thing is, I mean, when
Who are you
really
talking
think
about?
it,
Herbie Hancock.
no, it's Eric Weinstein, I think. Let me see. Damn
Sounds made up.
While you look that up, also, and I think the biggest part of this, and part of the reason why now I'm a Trumper now, baby. I
There
love
goes all of ours.
that. Whatever.
I don't
I
care.
love
They're
that
with us.
JFK now has
Dude,
endorsed
I
him.
liked JFK, and I'm glad
He
about
was
this.
my guy.
Yeah.
He was my
JFK.
guy. But
RFK.
now that he's
RFK.
endorsed him,
RFK.
JFK's dead.
I am sorry.
RFK.
Yes,
Remember, he got
Jr.
shot by the CIA. We
Yes.
all know it.
Well, I'm mixing up the things in my head.
You never seen him?
No, he looks familiar.
His name's Eric Weinstein.
Sorry, what
are
I was
correct.
trying to say was that because RFK has endorsed Trump, they've come together, and now if Trump is elected into office, they're going to release the JFK files.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
what he
where
said before.
my thought process.
But
was.
also,
We'll
he's
add
putting
that.
him on his cabinet, isn't he, or something to that
Yes.
degree?
Yeah, he did
that
say he's
and
gonna hire him
Tulsi
for
Gabbard. I like Tulsi Gabbard too. She endorsed Trump.
She's solid.
Yes. So
Democrat.
very interesting. And Trump has appointed Elon to go in and start eradicating all these. Have you seen this?
no.
Okay, so Trump has basically appointed Elon. Like, if he gets in, he's like, I want you to come in and basically eradicate and simplify and mainstream the government.
Well, kind of like he did Twitter.
Yes.
When he fired like
Did you see? There's
Yeah,
a
75% of it, and it still runs fine.
Yes.
there's a lawsuit on that. They're like trying to on the firing of all those employees from Twitter. They're trying to blame it on like an age thing. I can't remember the wording.
Ageism.
Aegis.
Well, it was. They didn't use ageism, but
Age
that's
of
what I
Aquarius.
thought of was ageism. That I don't know. I wish I could remember, but yeah, there's some kind of lawsuit.
Here's the thing.
That won't do anything.
I think I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. I can't stand listening to Trump sometimes. He's pompous, arrogant, and he's just like New York times 1,000, right?
For sure.
But
Oh, there goes
Now
our New
I just
York
think-
viewers.
I
Now
will
think
say-
it's funny.
I will
New
say
York
he's
is like
gotten
no
a lot better.
nonsense.
He has gotten a lot better.
I said
though.
New York on steroids.
Oh, okay. All right.
So, but yes, he has gotten a lot better. But the dude's a comedian too. What's the so what was his who's Harris's for
Walt.
vice president?
Walt.
Tim
What's
Waltz.
it? Tim. He calls him Tampon Tim. He's like, Tampon Tim. You know what I mean?
He got
Why?
one of his big accomplishments is that he got tampons put in the boys'
Boys'
restrooms in high
restrooms.
school.
So he calls him like he's quick witted. but I can't stand listening to him. But at
Yeah.
the same time, it's like, listen, I've seen coaches that I can't stand listening to the coach, but if the team's winning,
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like he's cocky,
Yeah.
but we all know he's self-inflated, and so it's just
Right.
comical.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it's
It's
like who's
how
out
we always
there?
tease. It's like, yeah, he's a douchebag, but he's our douchebag.
Yeah, it's like who's out there when he's like, who's the biggest crowd you've ever seen?
Huge.
And we all go like, oh, it must have been the biggest crowd.
You know.
We know he's lying.
best presidency ever. Their words, not mine.
Not my words.
You know what I mean?
They said it. It was
You
put
know,
out there that I was the best.
I do have to say though, in watching some podcasts with him in it, he has gotten a lot more grounded.
Right.
Which has been nice. He
Okay,
does
it-
seem a little bit more down to earth.
In seriousness,
He died like a dog.
Dude, that one cracks me up, man.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi is dead. He died like a dog.
Guys
Cried-
go up.
He was crying. I said, "Don't cry." Don't cry, Abu.
I
It's
love,
okay.
I love the part where he's like,
seen that?
they go in through the front door. He's like, I don't know. You think they'd go in through the side door, but they don't. They go in through the front door.
Why do you have?
Yeah, why did you
Sorry.
often get a?
I don't know.
Why'd you get an accent of someone who looks like Chris?
You went
I
for
don't
the
know.
wrong team.
I did went for the wrong team. You're right. I did.
He died like a dog.
So there's this viral video going around of Obama giving the whole thing about Bin Laden, right? And he's like very
Yeah, very serious.
very
Professional,
rehearsed, professional.
Yeah.
And then it bounces to Trump, and it's like a comedian revealing information.
Yep.
It's like he died like a dog.
But it's like, come on. We're talking about the enemy here. Let's make fun of him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What were you gonna
Man,
say?
so good.
But yeah, I'm on board
don't
with
know.
that.
Oh.
RFK. I think that's smart. He's putting a good team behind him.
I'm just excited
Well-
to see the JFK files released if he's put into office, which at this point
We
I
don't
feel
know.
like
If
he's not though, there's something nefarious going
there's
on.
definitely going to be some contention and things called into question.
Yeah, because it's
You know,
looking
the-
like a landslide right now.
The thing I'm worried about is if Trump doesn't win, is those very far right activists then go and do something
Yeah.
that gives all the other Republicans a bad name, like the raid
Well,
on
I
the
mean-
Capitol.
It didn't work for Antifa.
That's true.
yeah.
But
I mean, the thing is
But
that the
if
left
you're
is
conservative,
always.
you've got a target
But
on your
you know
back.
how it's
They're
like
always
a
gonna
select few
weaponize that.
make it bad for the rest of them.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, everybody, let's be civil, but there's some
Yeah.
idiots out there.
Well, and that's the nice thing about this kind of group he's building is he's got people who differ in opinion and
Right.
thought than him. Like Tulsi
Well, like-
Gabbard is still a Democrat. RFK is
I was
he's
gonna say,
more independent,
RFK,
but he's
he's-
also more to the left
He's
side.
libertarian. I mean,
Yeah,
Well, but
His
he
whole
was a
family
Democrat.
was all Democrat.
yeah.
yes, they were.
He
oh, yeah.
was a Democrat, and he
Right.
was on the Democrat.
Ticket.
Yeah, and they wouldn't approve him.
Right.
Yeah,
So
he
then he
talked
went
about how
independent.
he
Right.
talked about how they put like block after block in him just barely trying to run on the Democrat ticket.
Jeez.
Didn't
Like
give
they-
him Secret Service.
Their own side would make him do. They would make him jump through all these hoops that all the other candidates didn't have to do.
So he didn't. He's still on the ballot, but he's pulling his name out of the key states, right? The flip floppy states. What do they call
Yeah,
them?
I know what you're talking about.
My brain.
The swing states.
Swing
Swing
states.
states. That's
But did you hear one of them is saying that he can't remove his name off the ballot? They're telling him that that he cannot remove his name off the ballot. Which one was
But
it?
they also made him fight to even put his name on the
I
ballot.
know. Isn't it wild?
So that's the thing. This kind of crap is manipulation.
Well, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like, have you seen the Alexa stuff?
yeah.
That's going on.
Alexa.
Is that legit?
I've seen multiple
wanted to
videos, and
test
they're
it.
actually investigating them now. Like,
Really?
it came out on
Amazon?
Jerry News that Amazon is being investigated right now for that.
What'd they do?
So
You ask
there's
Alexa.
numerous videos.
Yeah, you ask Alexa, like, why should I vote for Trump? And she'll go off and say, like, I can't give political advice or something like blah, blah, blah. And then you ask it, why should I vote for Kamala? And it goes on this whole thing on why you should vote for
Oh,
Kamala.
that's not surprising.
Talking about how
Google
Kamala's
does that.
like, she broke gender barriers. She's the first, female vice president. Which, why should that even count? Like, you don't actually ever vote for the vice president. You vote for the freaking president, and they
Yeah.
just bring along somebody.
Yeah.
Come on, you're with me.
Yeah, so I don't feel
Let's
like
go.
that's not breaking anything. You literally are just a tag along.
Yeah. Gosh,
All
there was
right.
something-
She died like a dog.
Dude, you gotta see that, man. It's so
We'll show-
funny,
we'll show
man. It's so good. Gosh, what else was there
Baghdadi.
surrounding that? I can't remember.
Surrounded
Yeah, I
by
mean,
what?
it's literally election season. This
Listen.
November,
So all the weird
please,
stuff.
if you're not registered, go get registered and
Vote.
Just to, yeah,
Everybody
I mean,
vote.
I don't care who you vote for. I wish you would vote for the same people we vote for, but it's your right. Practice it, use it, vote for someone.
And here's the thing, and we will respect you for your vote regardless.
Right.
So
100%.
Yeah.
But please respect
My-
us.
My mom's like, she'll full on admit she's a liberal and everything. She's going for Kamala.
I'm sorry.
And
No,
it's
I'm
just some of
Kick her
the
out.
she doesn't like. It's so funny because like I hate talking anything politics with her, but like she'll just say stuff not in a way like, well, this is why you should vote for her, but she's just like, yeah, Harris is doing this because of blah blah blah, and I just keep my mouth shut. I'm like, all right.
well, my biggest
I'm
problem
not-
is Kamala's coming out and saying all these things like, I will do these things. It's like, you're in office.
Right.
Yeah.
Why aren't you doing these things now?
Yeah.
Last year.
We will
2 years
fix
ago.
this. We will fix that. You've had how?
You've had 4
Yeah,
years.
almost.
You were gone for a full year. Where were you?
Right. And the
Yeah, they were hiding.
well,
her.
just like the pull out,
bounced.
the pull out of Afghanistan. You know, they're like, well, what about this? Well, and the recordings before was she was the last one out of the room besides Biden when they made the decision, and she stood behind the decision. Now she's like, that shouldn't have happened. Like she's just flip flopping.
Yeah, pulling out never
She's
works.
just saying what people want to hear.
Yeah, it does.
That's true.
But it's the same thing as that video I sent you guys. I don't know if you remember it, where they asked her about, what are you going to do about where we're at as an economy and the rise in, fluctuation of pricing on everything and stuff like that. And like they literally wanted to know what her advice was. And she goes,
Oh yeah.
oh, yeah. We understand that there's a problem. And she did her thing where she repeats everything like 3 or 4 times and goes on this whole circle. And it's like, you didn't even come near the question.
She's a high school student giving an oral
At no
presentation on
point were
something
you
she
even
didn't
close
study
to the-
on.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
exactly what she
The
is.
democratic process and democracy is very democratic type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
That's when you play the Billy Madison clip. At no point were you even close to the correct answer.
In fact, everyone is dumber for having listened to everything you just said.
And may God
I
have
award
mercy
you
on
no
your soul.
points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
You know what? And this is the breaking news, right? They found, what was it? The Chinese a point in the office. Mm-hmm. Who was that?
It was what was her name? She was working
Oh, the
with
plant.
Cuomo.
Yeah, the plant, dude.
Yeah.
The freaking mole.
Dude, China is all like
It was right.
they've
here.
been
Where
working
was
on
it?
messing with
Former
us
aide
forever.
to New York's governor, Kathy Hochul. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, is charged with being an agent of the Chinese government.
Dude.
Oh,
She was
what did she
working
do?
for Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York. She's just, there planting seeds, whispers, all that stuff. What's his face? Eric Swalwell, that other senator or governor. Oh no, what was he? No, he's a member of the House. He was dating that. What was her name? Like Feng Feng or something like that?
Fang Fang?
No, yeah,
That's
dude.
really racist if you're wrong.
No kidding.
Wow.
No,
Just
it's
wait.
Andrew. What was that guy's name?
What?
The Chow. What was that guy? Johnny Chow.
Johnny Chow. That's his name, John Chow.
Johnny Chow.
Thing. I may be wrong. Oh, her Christine Feng.
Fang.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You
Here's
just repeated
thing.
the last
okay?
name twice.
Okay? It is not racist. I happen to know a wonderful Chinese lady. Actually, she's Japanese. She owns
now
she
you just
owns
messed it up
Sushi
even
Monster, and her name is Ling Ling.
Oh yeah.
100%, and she is the sweetest lady. She knows
That's
my.
like Deadpool's friend. What's her name? The one where he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry you had to see
Hi
that."
Fang. Or
No.
Hi Faye.
What is her name?
Oh yeah, the girl that's
The girlfriend, right?
Yeah, every time he gets
nigga
mad.
like teenage.
Yeah,
warf-
every time he gets mad or
whatever.
something, he's like, "I'm so sorry you had to see that."
Hi Yuki. Hi.
Yes.
Is it Yuki?
I wanna say it's
I'm
Yuki's
going to fight you now. That's the best part.
Sidebar totally threw me for a loop when I realized that the blind gal in Deadpool is one of the main people in
Star Trek?
No, in gosh dang it, what did we just watch? Fallout.
Fallout. Oh,
Blind
yes.
Owl?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I know her from somewhere, and then it clicked.
Oh, hey, guess
you have
what?
a roommate
I was
called
still
Blind
right. She
Owl?
does go by Fang Fang.
All right, we'll let this one slide, Cam.
At least
we were
one time
almost-
in this article, she is referenced as Fang Fang.
Okay. All right. You have been saved, sir.
Ha!
Take that.
Not racist.
Where were you going with that, by the way?
Just another Chinese plant. She was dating a freaking house member.
Oh, I gotcha.
And she was found out to be a Chinese spy.
So it makes you wonder if, like, Kamala even being in the office isn't even
That's that.
her own. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder
Right.
if
Like
someone's
she's a
behind
puppet.
the curtains, pulling all
Oh,
the
yeah.
strings.
Oh, for sure.
There's definitely, she's not smart enough to do it herself.
Yeah.
Well, I
She
think they
barely stringed together a
booted.
sentence.
I think they booted Biden out, and I think as an FU, he's like, "Well, I'm giving Harris my,
My
vote of
endorsement or
confidence."
something,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're like, "Oh no! Now what are we
Wow,
gonna
crap.
do?"
Oh, also, Trump also said he would release the Epstein flight log.
Yes,
files.
that's right.
Yeah.
Get some of those people arrested.
Crazy.
Wasn't
Let's
he
take
on
them
him?
down. Let's take them down.
I heard he was on him.
No, he in the podcast. He's like, I wasn't on him, so he's like, I'm fine with releasing it. He's like, oh, let's do it.
He knew him.
Yeah.
Like, because he
I mean,
had
he
come to
ran
like
in all those
Mar-a-Lago and stuff.
circles.
Well,
Dude,
of
Epstein
course.
was filthy rich. The dude, and the biggest thing is he just had dirt on everyone.
Didn't you see who
Well,
was it that
he
shared the
created
video
dirt
where
for them.
it shows Trump just like best friends with all the celebs and the millionaires, billionaires, and everything, and then the moment he runs, everyone hates it.
Ousted him.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
because
The whole
it's-
thing on The View.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Where before he was president, he went on, they were all giving him hugs and kisses, and
And he was funny and blah. Yeah.
yeah, and then the minute afterward, Whoopi Goldberg.
because he threatens them. He threatens their corruption and how they're making all this money off the American people. And
Yeah.
so they're like, oh, that guy's gonna ruin our luxurious lives. Like, we got to get him. And it's because you can't buy him.
Yeah.
Dude's filthy rich. You
didn't-
can't buy him off.
Even in his presidency, though, he declined payment.
Yeah, he
Yes.
took $1 salary.
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And Biden's out here collecting it, probably insider trading and on his, on a beach somewhere every time something goes down.
It's crazy.
Some beach.
He's a man of the people.
Somewhere.
When's the debate? Did they finally solidify?
That
it,
was
right?
another thing I meant to bring up. Yes, the debate.
ABC,
Can't
right?
wait.
I think it's on ABC.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It'll be interesting to see if she can actually.
What's that thing he said in the one with Biden? He's like, I don't know what he said. In fact, I don't think he knows what he said.
Yeah.
He just like goes on.
Well, did you watch it?
Yes.
There were so many times when I'm watching, I'm like, dude, this is sad.
Yeah.
It's so
It is.
sad.
It's elder
I
abuse.
mean, yeah, you should have said he could almost try Donald Trump for elder abuse because he was so good at burning him.
elder
Here's something else
Oh,
that'll make you
September
mad.
10th.
Oh,
Oh, it's
dang.
coming up soon.
That's this week.
Yeah.
Here's something else that'll make you mad. Did you see that Kroger, their top executive Andy Groff admitted that the company raised prices on milk and eggs above rate of inflation.
Oh yeah, I mean, is that surprising?
So they've been price gouging throughout all of this,
Yeah.
like many corporations. But this is actually coming out in like court documents for something.
Which is funny because they have now lowered the prices. Milk used to be what, like $3.65 a gallon there? It's now back to down to like $2.99.
Dude,
good.
I just remember because
That's
we
still
always
high.
buy
It's
that.
still
like,
high,
It's
yeah,
still way high.
but-
We always buy that like 60 egg carton thing from Walmart and stuff. I remember a time where that was $5,
$5-6, yeah.
and it shot up to 19.
Yep.
Yeah.
In freaking insane.
Get
It's
chickens.
So stupid. I want chickens just for that reason.
Well, and I remember even in college, some of my the people that would live in the dorms, especially the ones on football teams and stuff, they would all go buy those cartons because it was like super cheap, and they gave them all the proteins that they needed in the morning, and that was like their
Superfood.
breakfast every day.
Yeah.
And it's like, there's no way kids are. I mean, it's still
It
probably
sucks.
affordable at $18, but still, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
It's come back down. I think it's like 8 now, but still.
Yeah.
It's like it was like 4
I
something
think-
before.
I thought I had heard somewhere Kroger is going through some kind of lawsuit because of
Yeah.
them trying to buy out Albertsons. but it's like
Albertsons is still a thing?
yeah.
In some, yeah.
We actually have one in Salt Lake.
They did research on eggs. If you give your children eggs as they're developing, an egg a day, it actually their IQ spikes.
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude, eggs are a superfood.
Dude, they are. Well, they have everything
to.
in them to grow
Force
and
yourselves.
sustain a life. Everything.
Yeah.
Plus the life you're eating.
Yeah.
Well, it's not a
Maybe-
life.
maybe
It was a potential life.
Try try eggs from like someone else's chicken. Instead
you
of a
should
store.
try my chicken.
Yeah.
Try it.
All right.
Because it
Try it,
was
you
that
like
you
it.
watched this one video where this guy's like, if you buy chickens are like gateway to conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%,
That's
man.
hilarious.
Jess has already been asking if we can get that chickens.
Dude,
Do
I
it,
want.
dude. They're easy.
Yeah, I want to get chickens too.
They're easy.
Our neighbors have chickens. I ought to just borrow some of theirs.
Come
Just-
get some of mine. I got a ton.
Yeah.
How bad does it mess you up?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Yep.
So if I gave you one and you tried it, you'd know pretty quick. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's do it.
You know what it is? Is there something you take, kind of like people take like lactate or whatever, and they can eat if they're lactose
Egg
intolerant?
begone.
I haven't figured out what to take with eggs. I don't know if you have, but
The weird thing is so recently I had a Rancheritos burrito. I only had half of it, and it was just their ham and egg breakfast burrito. And I ate half of it, and I was fine. Granted, as I was eating it, I was kind of paying attention. There wasn't a ton of egg in it. So, I don't know. It was
He
weird.
doesn't know.
I wonder if it's all the antibiotics and stuff they
Maybe.
dose these chickens in these factory farming.
I don't know because I've tried the natural ones and stuff.
How natural.
Right out the crack.
Huh?
The vent.
Oh, right out
Straight
the
from the
crack.
vent.
Straight from the chute.
Lay it right in my hand.
I want to say I have at one point, but
Yeah, but
it'd be
depends
worth
on
a
what
shot
food.
to try it again. Yeah, it'd be shot.
I let
mean,
mine graze. They go out and they just get bugs and stuff during the day.
And you
Yeah.
can feed them your scraps and eggshells. Apparently, eggshells are really good for them.
Well, it
it
just it just builds up their calcium again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
weird.
Or you do oyster shells is what I do. Because it helps the calcium.
How the devil
Did
they
you
eat
see
thing?
that? What?
Nothing. I was just
Oh.
thinking about how hard like oyster shells are.
Did you see
Start
that?
being crushed.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that Jake Paul is rescheduled to fight Mike Tyson?
Oh,
November
Nice.
15th.
November, baby.
It's on Netflix, right?
Yep.
I hope so, man. I hope
That's
goes
where it
through.
was going to be before, so
Yeah,
hopefully
it's
it still
on
is.
Netflix. It's still
Is it?
scheduled November 15th.
Nice.
I hope, man. I don't know. Makes me a little nervous.
Here's
man.
the thing. If he wins Jake Paul, the whole thing's a setup and Mike Tyson's just getting a payout.
You
I
think?
don't think so.
Yeah.
He's old,
know.
man.
Do you think
That's the thing. Is you got. I still think he'll smack him. But
He's
I-
old, but they did an interview with a famous boxer's son or something like that, and they were talking about Mike Tyson, and they were like, "Dude, Mike Tyson, like even at his age now, is something you don't want to mess with."
Oh, well,
no one
100%.
wants
But
Yeah.
he's not going to be as fast as he was.
No, he won't be as fast as he was, but
And that can be trouble.
Boxing's definitely about
I-
speed more than anything.
just want someone to knock Jake Paul out.
I don't know. Power has a lot.
I think of Muhammad Ali, right? He was one of the greatest, and he could dodge a punch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He would wear his
But he also had
opponents
a
out.
wicked reach, so every time he'd punch, he'd also back away.
Yeah.
The whole lean back punch thing that
He'd
he
like
do.
he'd like jump back.
Try and hit this.
Boxing's kind of fun to watch.
Dude, that
It is.
one video where he's on the ropes and he's like,
Oh, and he's just dodging the hits.
and then he's like,
Yeah, it's so awesome, man.
As an
It's
opponent, I
insane,
would be
dude.
furious. That's
You
when I
know,
would. That's when I'd hit below the belt.
every
because I was
missed
like, "You
hit,
son of
that
a-"
guy is just angrier and angrier. He's like,
At that point, I think I just turn around, take off my gloves, and I'm like, I'm done.
Well, you can watch Floyd Mayweather too. Some of his dodging, and that dude
Yeah.
is crazy too. He's
It's
a
another
cocky
guy.
sucker.
It's another guy I
Registered
wanted
weapons.
to get knocked out.
The money team.
Dude, he becomes
he's too
the enemy.
good.
He does.
What
Again,
do they call it in
douchebags
wrestling?
with
The
skills.
hill.
The Hill.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah.
that part good in
He
boxing.
did. You know what's funny is he was in wrestling for a stint. They had him come in for WrestleMania and stuff like that, and they actually did a boxing match with one of the other wrestlers, legit. But before they got in there, like they got into the ring, it was with a guy named The Big Show, Paul White.
Yeah.
And so they had this standoff on SmackDown, like when they first introduced Mayweather to like the crowd and everybody. And I guess behind the scenes, Big Show was like, I want you to legit punch me. And he's like, no, you don't. And he goes, no, I want you to. I want to feel your punch. So he gets in there and he started pushing him around on the ring. Dude, Mayweather just threw a right hook, ended up shattering his nose. Like, just boom. And yeah, like Big Show was like, I didn't expect that out of a small guy.
Yeah.
And so, but then he legit did like a boxing match with him at WrestleMania and all that stuff.
Just like
But
an exhibition
yeah,
thing.
just an exhibition type thing in the ring. But
The
yeah,
Big Show.
surprised the crap out of him. This guy's 7'5" or whatever, 500 pounds, and this little dude just socked him right in the
Little
nose.
pistol man.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take much to break cartilage.
No,
Hey,
but
most powerful sea creature out there is the pistol shrimp.
Say that again.
is that
It's
what
a
you
mantis shrimp.
Is that what you call your penis?
Well, yeah, it's mantis shrimp. What do you call it? Dang straight. Dang straight.
Shrimp gang. What do they call
Well,
that?
there's one
Small
called
shrimp
it,
gang?
Small
they
shrimp gang?
call it the pistol shrimp, the alpha day or whatever.
That's Shaylee's
But
name
then there's
for it.
also the mantis shrimp. But it can like, its like attack is
punchy
so
power.
fast that it boils water.
Right.
Wow.
It's crazy. This little creature's like, it's a
Dude, I had to pull one out of
little
my
freak.
when I had my saltwater tank. I had a hitchhiker, and I had to get him out because he'll kill everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just in there
Jeez.
like
So I had to grab him.
it's so fast, and like the water just like boils right around where he like hits, but he strikes
I
crazy
got
fast.
news. Alden got a pet finally.
Oh, what is it?
Axolotl.
Oh, that's fun.
Oxalotl.
Axolotl.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What is
weird
that?
little.
It's
They're
like
cute, but they're weird
it's like a
looking.
salamander with a mane.
Dude, they have.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like they never fully go through metamorphosis, so they stay in that. But dude, those things have personalities.
Yeah.
Really?
Like legitimately, you come up like you hand feed them and stuff, but they will legitimately stare at you. You'll go to the other side, they'll come stare at you, and then if you get close to the tank, they'll swim up and down staring at you. Like they have
they're little
personalities.
cuties.
They're cool.
Show Zach what it is.
Axolotl.
I'm looking it up.
I got you right
That's a
here. Look, just
Mexican
look at the TV.
salamander.
A Mexican. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That's that creepy creature from Fallout. Or
Yes, kind of.
Yeah.
The fingers in its mouth.
So he got an albino, but with the red eyes. I told him not to because it was Lucifer. But I want him to get so they have an albino that still has the black eyes. They're cute as a button.
And it stays in the water?
It stays in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he also got like the traditional one. So
Ew,
he,
like that? That one's creepy.
he named the albino one Buddy. Yeah, that's the other one. It has like red like that.
sorry, you want it back on there?
Gross.
They're cool, man.
Well, yeah,
That's a
but that's what.
pudgy
Where'd you
bug.
get
His
it?
eyes are creepy.
It's not going.
At a fair.
Robot
Oh, okay.
work.
So he named
I'm gonna have to beat
the
it.
albino one Buddy, and then he named the other one Gilly. I was like, is that because of the gills? He's like, no, because it looks like a ghillie suit. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. So Buddy and Gilly,
Buddy and Gilly.
and they eat these little
Yeah,
called
creepy.
red wigglers. Say that 10 times fast.
Red wigglers, red wigglers, red wigglers.
You almost made it.
But you feed them, and they just come and they eat it. They're cool, man. So far they're cool.
Nice.
That's
and he's
awesome.
been feeding them. He got the vacuum today, so he could vacuum the little turdies out of the bottom. We ordered a AT-AT, like
oh,
a
that's
sunk
fun.
AT-AT, like a sunk, beat up, Star Wars AT-AT.
Yeah.
And then there's a Death Star, and then there's like this rocky stuff. I found all these Lord of the Ring ones. I was like, what about these? He's like, I want Star Wars. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. I was like, Star Wars.
Dad, I'm a nerd. I'm not that big of a nerd.
Yeah. I'm a nerd, Dad. I'm not smart.
Star Wars is pretty rad.
It
man.
is cool,
I
but yeah.
love
So he's gonna set it all up. He's super excited. That's all supposed to be here tomorrow. He's gonna place it all in the tank.
That's fun.
It's fun, man. Lisa wasn't too thrilled, but
Why not?
I told her she should buy it and put it down in the preschool, right off. But she
Little
said
school
no.
pet.
Yeah, they're easy. They're pretty simple. You feed them once a day, one worm a day.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Where do you get the red wigglers from?
I got them from Petco, but you can order them online. You can order like 25 pounds of them for like $40, and
Holy
that'll
crap.
last a year. So
Do you
Like,
have
do
to
they
keep them
be
alive?
dead? Yeah, do they have to
yeah,
be
you
alive
just
or
put them
dead?
in the fridge so they go dormant, and then you just grab them as you need them.
Dang,
Dude, I
nature.
remember when I had a pet lizard, and you'd feed it crickets and you'd dip it in the calcium powder
Yeah.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I remember we used to buy them in bulk and I'd keep them in my closet, but then the damn things would start to chirp, keep me up all night long. I'm like, F this. So we started buying them just in small quantities. But oh, dude, it sucked.
Yeah.
They get these wings on them, and so you'd have to rip the wings off, and then they wouldn't chirp anymore.
Damn.
It's bad enough
how
you're
it all started.
sentencing them to death, but
Just in the basement ripping wings off them systematically.
Hey, my lizard was a lot cuter than those things. I don't care.
Lainey will sit and stare at him, and she'll just be like, "Hi, hi," waving her arm. Hi. It's fun.
Nice.
all right, I'm trying to find this one. Okay. We're going to move on to a new segment called Fun.
Fun!
So, Jess and I just finished watching Fallout. We kind of had this conversation upstairs.
So good.
Basically, it's about a nuclear fallout. People staying in fallout shelters their whole lives. stuff like that.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yep, exactly. So, in doing that, have you guys ever played around on a website called Nuke Map?
No.
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 No?
Negatory.
Huh?
No.
Negatory.
Okay, so I have a few times.
It sounds like it's terrifying.
It's absolutely terrifying because it's a calculated website where you can pick your destination of where the bomb could drop, and you could pick the size of the nuke, and then see its destruction. And so anyway, I was on the website because I went to that website, gosh, probably maybe 10 plus years ago, and it terrified me. But now as a father, we're watching this Fallout, and you see the opening sequence, and you know it's the father-daughter thing, and
Yeah.
you see the nukes falling, and you're like, oh my gosh, and that fear of a father,
Yeah.
and you're just like gutted for that moment. Anyway, so we're watching this show, and I'm like, okay, I gotta hop onto this website I remember and see what would happen if a nuke landed in Hill Air Force Base.
That's where it would be.
Because I mean, yeah, if you're gonna take out anywhere, it's gonna be an Air Force base.
You're
right?
effed, huh?
Yeah. Here depends on the size.
Okay.
So
Tactical
True.
nuke.
tactical. So anyway, I don't know if we can. For whatever reason, it does not appear to be.
This
working
is not
tonight.
fun.
There it goes. Check it out. If you did the huge one, the Big Daddy, that's
Freaking-
like we're all toasted.
Speaking
Oh
of,
my
why does
gosh.
the USSR have a bigger nuke than we have?
that we know of.
100 megatons, dude.
Yeah. So if it
Trident D5, these things are cool. So if it hit,
and then you got to hit detonate when you're done because you're still in the USSR
yeah.
one.
But I'm trying to find.
Hill.
Oh,
You're
it's
gonna
right
get
there.
Now,
flagged.
without
It's right there.
without giving too much, like don't say where we live and stuff. I don't want any of that. But that's good enough.
Ooh. So
Did
what's
you
the
hit- did
gray
you
area?
detonate?
So this is the fireball radius.
Yes.
So the maximum size of the nuclear fireball relevance to damage on the ground depends on the height of the detonation. If it touches the ground, the amount of radioactive fallout is significantly increased. Anything inside the fireball is effectively vaporized.
Yeah.
Minimum burst height is negligible, found about 0.6 kilometers.
Basically,
Moderate blast damage.
I want to say anything inside the bigger yellow
Thermal
is gone.
radiation.
Like
Light
yours
blast.
is gone.
Well, it says that around 1 psi overpressure, glass windows can be expected to break. This can cause many injuries, and the surrounding population comes to the window after seeing the
Holy
flash
Yeah.
of
So,
a nuclear
so if you see a
explosion
flash, you
faster
duck.
than the pressure wave.
Do not go to the window.
Often
I'm
used
still
as
safe
a
from this map.
benchmark for light damage in cities. This would take.
You would be in the worst scenario.
Because I would be in the.
You would be in the
You've heard
nuclear fallout.
You've heard that statistic, haven't you, where it says like
You would be in the worst statistic.
if there's a nuclear detonation, there's a certain distance where in the radius of that distance,
Yes.
every frozen pizza is cooked to perfection.
Yeah. Yeah. So so I just want to make sure that I just want to see a nice little flash
And be gone.
and gone.
Not enough time to kiss your butt goodbye.
Yeah. Just I don't want any pain. I don't want any of it. Just like I'll just check out, man.
So here's our Minuteman warheads. We've got
Yes.
about 500 of these.
Decent.
Yeah, that's dude,
Not
that's
too
Why
shabby.
are we bombing ourselves here? Hold on. Let's be real about this. The dong fang.
The B-83
Dong Fang. Yep, right there. No, up 4.
China's.
Oh, there you go.
current
We can do
ICBM.
4. The ICBM Intercontinental Missile.
Oh,
Yeah,
Holy dang.
we gonzo.
that's just
You mean dong? Holy dong.
Holy dong.
The so I want to say inside that very first yellow circle,
Uh-huh.
I want to say the center of a nuclear explosion exceeds millions of Fahrenheit.
Right.
Well, it says
Oh
that
my
even in this large blinking ring here, you will get third-degree burns extend throughout the layers of skin, and it's often painless because it destroys the nerves.
Holy
It can
crap.
cause
Instantaneously.
severe scarring or disablement and can require amputation. 100% probability for third-degree burns at this
In the
yield.
big circle.
Yeah.
It's pretty much your
That's
dad.
almost all of the northern state. That's just
Yeah.
insane.
Isn't that bananas?
Does that mean you're pretty much dead?
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
So-
3rd-degree burns over your whole body. Yeah, you're done.
They say like what is it? 80 if you burn over 80% of your body, the chances of living are slim to none.
so you know those like old test videos of nukes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Where they drop the nuke and like obliterates the,
the
house. and all
camera
that
somehow
stuff.
survives.
Yeah.
Well, do you see the thing
And then
where
the car
The car. I was
appears.
just gonna say that there's no car, and then
And
in
then
the
the house
flash,
gets hit, and there's a
suddenly
car.
there's a car.
So they're basically saying they were all fake.
Does it have like?
Scared.
Does it have like little boy and big boy, like the original
ones we dropped on.
the OGs?
Isn't that terrifying though?
They're small though. Yeah, right there.
Right.
Hiroshima, little boy.
Let's see.
Little boy and fat man. Oh, they're just a wee little guy.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
Oh wow.
It's a joke.
I mean, if we're being honest, that isn't that big compared to what
What we
there
have
is.
now.
But yes.
What about Fat Man? Fat Man was
Same
on there.
one. That was the
Fat
same
Man's 20 kilotons.
It's not, yeah. It's,
It's a little bit bigger, but still, like,
Crazy.
still, you drop it on a highly populated area. That's
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Yeah,
yeah. It's very unfortunate.
that's wild. So anyway, were you going somewhere with this?
It was just something I thought it would be fun to talk and spread fear into, just, humble us all.
Well, that did it.
What is this missile map?
Oh gosh, what are you doing now?
I don't know. It's just it's new.
We're having fun here.
Here's the thing. I've thought about this late at night. You know how there's the rapture and the second coming and fire?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that's what that is.
Oh, I've thought the same thing.
At night,
Oh, nuclear bomb?
every
when they say that
nuclear war, because it's
Holocaust?
in the twinkle of an eye.
No,
Oh,
sorry.
man.
That is not what I meant.
No, you're good. No, but yes, nuclear. I think it'll be nuclear war, right?
I saw a thing on, I think it was on the History Channel or Discovery Channel, one of those. This was years and years ago. They were talking about like the top 10 most logical things that could destroy the world. And one of them was nuclear war. And it was saying that it would only take 8 nuclear bombs going off that would put enough into
Nuclear
the.
winter.
Yeah. And it would put us into basically like an ice age because
Yeah.
It would block the
it'd
atmosphere.
block the atmosphere. And
Then we shall fight in the shade.
Right? Well, what's terrifying
awesome.
is when you play. Excuse me, sorry. When you play long enough on that nuke map, they actually will show the tailwinds and like where the fallout will follow the trade winds, and that is crazy. Because if it were to detonate on Hill Air Force Base, it would like follow the winds up to Montana. So it's just crazy. What's this one?
I don't know. You drop on New York City. That's wreaking some havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the nice thing is we live far enough inland that I would hope we have defenses on the perimeter
Yeah.
to prevent something from reaching the
Do
interior.
you want me to scare you?
Sure, go ahead. I love scared.
So they say that our missile defense system is, I think it's either 25 or 50% accurate is all. We have 500 of them, so if they sent an arsenal, it'd be terrifying, man. I don't think we could.
I don't know. You
Well,
say
they-
that, but they have the lasers now.
Yeah. We also have they're like 747s that have a laser on the cone and they fly and they can shoot down missiles.
How
What was I gonna
accurate?
say? Like it hones in on like
we
its
talking
guidance
like
system,
Ronald
blows
Reagan?
it up. No,
Accurate?
much more recent.
Dude, it's like it's you don't have to aim it ahead. It's you press a
Well,
you
I
aim right at
understand
it
that,
and
yeah.
you click a
Speed
button
of
and it's
light.
on. Yeah.
I saw this video just recently. Some lady who worked for the government was doing an interview, and she said that if North Korea were to shoot one missile at us, we would shoot 80
Right.
at it.
Right.
And the guy asked her, he's like, "Well, how much would it take to like just completely destroy North Korea?" And she's like, 80.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Good to know.
All right, so we're not playing. Okay, we're not playing.
To obliterate.
You shoot one, we take you out off the map completely.
Holy crap.
The map and
Gonna have to remake all the globes.
yeah, it's like this. It's gonna have a crater.
Just a hole.
It's like bringing
big
a
new-
knife to a
That's
gunfight.
the New Hope Sea.
A new big pool,
Jeez.
complete with jacuzzi.
So
Jacuzzi.
going back
Next 100
to
years.
going back to the news thing, just because we've kind of had a lot of like political talk and debate and stuff, I gotta say the sad news, just because I'm curious.
The
oh,
local
is
news.
this the shooting?
Yeah.
Gosh.
No.
So there was another high school shooting
Oh yeah.
in Georgia.
Oh, I missed this one.
Yeah, killed 4, injured 9.
No, 30.
30.
Oh, it's up to
That is
30.
much higher than 9.
2 teachers, 2 students dead, and then 30 injured. Right.
Yeah.
Well, that was the last I saw was 30.
Well, the father just got arrested.
See, and I don't know a ton of the details, but I was just going to say, of course, this naturally brings up all the gun talk again. And with it being close to a presidential election, you know, there's talks of guns and
Conspiracy.
stuff like that. Yeah. And
One of the top comments that I saw on that was like, "Isn't it convenient that this is gonna be the thing that sparks the conversation, but not the attempted assassination?"
Yep.
yeah.
Right.
It's like interesting.
Right.
Interesting.
Either way, it's just.
But
The
I know
attested
it's the old
stuff.
adage, but my guns never killed anybody.
Yep.
yeah.
Why would they arrest the father?
I don't know.
So
Maybe he didn't have
Involuntary
it.
manslaughter, 2 counts of second-degree
'Cause he
murder, and
stole
8
his
counts
gun.
of cruelty to children. GBI said the 14-year-old
If you didn't
shooting
have his guns
suspect
locked
has
up or
been
anything,
charged with 4 counts of felony.
just could have had his
Is the
guns
kid
laying
still
out open.
alive?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was arrested, I think.
Wow.
Well, they caught him alive, huh?
Yeah.
14 years old.
Oh, it's terrible.
What?
They're going to try him as an adult.
Well, absolutely, they need to.
Well, now they're doing
George
sad
is-
news, local news.
Oh man.
We don't have to say it.
That stuff kills me.
You talking about the
West Haven
like,
thing?
Yeah.
but
Oh.
it's still under investigation.
I heard about that.
Didn't that just happen last night?
2 nights ago.
They found it was Friday night. Supposedly, left the house. A mom and her 3 kids, all under 5. Tuesday night, they were recovered, all of them dead with bullet wounds in the head
Yep.
Yeah.
in the car.
It's literally like a.
Was it a murder suicide?
That's
Is that
what,
kind of what they're...
That's what I suspect, but they haven't fully released because I haven't heard any word on like the father or anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
That kills me, man.
It's terrible.
So
34-year-old lady. It's like what? I don't comprehend what goes through somebody's head with
yeah.
that.
So I got another death one. This one, it's still sad, but it's
We'll have
more.
to bring this podcast down
Well, while we're at a low,
while we're at a low.
It's terrible.
this one was crazy. So a coworker sent this news article to me. In Tempe, Arizona, a worker of Wells Fargo died in her cubicle on the 3rd floor and wasn't discovered for 4 days.
What?
4 days.
4
How is
days.
that
She was
possible?
sitting in her cubicle on the 3rd floor of this Wells Fargo in Tempe for 4 days before someone realized it.
How?
She got put in
I don't
timeout.
know. That's what's weird.
Give
So
me her job.
I can't. I didn't like full on do a deep dive on it, but yeah, they were like starting to blame the smell on like backup sewage and this and that, and like had these excuses. But yeah,
Huh.
I can't remember how old she was or anything. But yeah, I just thought that was a pretty wild.
That one is crazy, man. Okay. All right, Cam. Since we're still technically in the fun section of this podcast,
Sorry.
Fun, not death.
Back to fun.
I just sent you a video. I want to show you. This is one of the coolest things I have ever seen in my life. So, a few podcasts ago, I shared the mini death drones.
Yes.
That,
Oh, yeah.
Like they fly at your face 100 miles an hour, and they zap, and they literally, the second they touch your forehead, they shoot a bullet into your head. This is the complete and utter opposite of that. They're
They
called
kiss you.
rescue rats. Do you have it up?
Like rescue rangers?
Yeah, dude. Do you have it up?
Yeah.
Okay, these little guys, I hope it pops up. They have little life jackets on them, and they are trained to find earthquake victims.
Holy crap.
These little tiny rats, man, they're freaking awesome.
What?
And so they'll send them into the debris to find people, and then they'll come back and alert them. And they give the mice or the rats have a two-way radio, so that they can call them for help, and they're like, the rats are trained to let them know.
Holy crap.
What?
Isn't it awesome?
Well, and they flip a switch on it.
Uh-huh.
So they on their little tummy, they flip a little switch so that you can start talking.
Yeah. Dude, they're
rat-
freaking
the
sweet.
rats
The
flip the
rat does.
switch.
Yeah, the rats have learned to
Holy
flip
crap.
the switch if they found someone, so they can talk to the rescuers.
That is insane.
And get this, the cutest part about it is the little backpack on them is so that they bring friendliness to the person that's scared. So it's not like they're scared of the rat. It's like, oh, it's got this cute little backpack on him. He's here to save you.
has
Start
like a
calling it Ralph.
little first aid cross on it or something.
Go back to the pictures of them, man. They're so great.
There can be an audio coming from the backpack that potentially says, "I'm a rescue rat. I'm here to help you."
Isn't that just
What a
the coolest
cutie.
thing?
That is so awesome.
A little floppy ear.
Dude, that picture right there alone makes me want just one rat. I think that would be
I used
so
to
fun.
have a pet
You
rat.
should.
I had a pet rat. She was great. I loved her. Her name was Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Yeah.
So I thought that was so cool. I came across that. I'm like, that is
That's
like
cool.
the coolest
That
thing
is
I've ever
so
seen.
cool.
Anyway.
Hey, so I think this
Almost
still
makes
falls
me want to
under
get an
the
earthquake.
I think this still falls under the category of fun. But you were reading us that question, but we said we wanted to wait for Zach. What was the question
Right.
again?
I don't know if that falls under fun. Oh, it
Okay.
does. Yes, you're right. It does. 1 second. Let me pull it up. It is. If you had the possibility to experience one thing with zero consequences, what would it be? Mm-hmm. And I love that Zach's with us tonight. I haven't seen you bob once.
What?
Who the hell's
No
Bob?
No bobbing and no weaving.
No bobbing. Nodding. I guess nodding.
Because I took a 2.5 hour nap before I came.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
boy.
Yeah.
That's about how much sleep he's going to get tonight.
Yep.
Carrie gonna rock your world?
Make it a half hour.
If you'd get me home early enough, maybe she would.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. So, what would you guys do if you could do anything without consequences? What would it be?
Didn't we ask that before?
We asked
Well, we asked the question, but we said we were going to wait to deep dive until it was all five
till
of
Zach
us.
was here.
That's right.
Go ahead, Tony.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
You haven't been brainstorming on it?
I'd die without the consequence of dying. I said that. I think I did.
That
You did
that
say
is
that.
a good one.
I'd die without the
I
consequences
do
of
remember
dying.
you saying that.
But like, Elaborate on that. What do you mean?
I'd die.
He'd die, see what happens after, and come back.
I guess that's my point. Is it to see what happens after?
Yeah.
Like, is that the point?
Dude, I'd like to see my grandpa for a minute.
Okay.
What if
How terrifying would it be, though?
It's just black. I'm like, shit!
Yeah. What if you die, realize there is no afterlife, that it is just done, and then you come back and now you know that?
Or the trick is he comes back and he forgets everything.
Oh.
He's like, it was great. He comes back. He's like, did I do it yet?
No stipulations.
It's like that Twilight Zone where the guy ends up being the last guy on Earth, and all he wants to do is read his books, and then he steps on his glasses
Oh man, that
because he
would
hates
suck.
people. Everyone disappears. He's like, great, and crunch. And he's like, no.
What? Oh, what was I?
So-
I was going to ask kind of a follow-up question to it, but now I can't remember.
It's so terrifying to consider the possibilities. Like, you hope about the better, the way you learn in church, heaven, hell. But like, what if it's nothing?
That could be the other eye opener.
I don't think
Pop in hell, and you'd be like, whoa.
It's a little warm down here.
things gotta change. If it was nothing, I don't think I would change my life. I still think, you know what I mean?
Oh, here's the follow-up question. So what if whatever it is you decided to do, like let's say it goes against your morals. Like let's say it's murdering somebody.
Let's just go there.
Let's just say somebody would
All
say,
right,
not you,
Tony,
but somebody
not
would say
me.
that. Right?
Tony's murdering somebody.
Somebody would
Not
say
me.
that. But probably not you.
Okay.
But let's say, so you do it without consequence, and then let's say you flash, like nothing changes in your life, you just flash back, but now you have that on your conscience that you did do that.
That'd be terrible.
But that would be a
Consequence. Yeah,
and
that's
you're
valid.
not supposed to have
Oh,
any.
okay.
So then you turn into a serial killer.
Because I was going to say, with the death thing, like if you found out what happens after death, you come back and you know that now.
I just
And
wanna
now
see
you
what
have to
it's
live
like.
the rest of your life knowing what's coming, whether good or bad. But so I guess with no consequence, it means you would have to almost forget whatever it is you do.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. Well, if you kill somebody and that's against, yes.
Well,
Or
I
you
guess-
used to kill somebody that you'd be like, yeah, it's cool, they're dead. There's people like that.
You kill a killer,
There you go.
Dexter it.
Be a Dexter.
which is supposed to be coming back.
Yep.
It is a prequel and a sequel.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, I guess.
The death thing is now just on my brain, but I'm trying to think.
If you in the hypothetical, if you did kill someone without consequence, would it just kind of be like the in the moment, but then you'd like flash back to reality?
I guess that's my point.
No, you just do it and it's still normal.
It's that it almost
walk
just
up.
be a normal thing. No consequence, just be a normal thing. You just be like, oh, that,
Like
yeah.
a
Jump out of an airplane with no parachute.
That would be a rush.
You see the ground coming and nothing's happening.
Right? Well, but no,
Superhero jump.
like you have the knowledge right out of the gate. And it's just like, because like having gone skydiving, the free fall was the best part.
Right.
When you pull the chute, the ride's pretty much over.
Yeah.
And so,
You're still up there.
yeah. And
Yeah.
the scenery's great and everything, but now it's just this slow coast down. It's the free fall that you do it for. So imagine just being able to the whole way down. And then you just hit the ground, no pain, you get up and you're just like, woo!
That would
be
be
cool.
nuts, dude.
That would be freaking.
What about rock climbing? Like you got to go just bouldering up
That's
the Grand
too much
Canyon.
work.
That's cool.
I'm tired after the
How
first
about
grab.
you start at the top and you boulder on down?
Yeah.
See, I was going to
roll.
say base
Hot
jump
rod
too.
it.
Yeah.
You're just doing your little dance up top, and then you just whoop.
Oh, dude, that's making my palms sweat. There's something about just jumping and free falling that's fine, but dancing on the edge of like a 500-foot cliff, nah, that's where I'm going to draw the line.
You dance to the call of the void. I'm coming.
Right? Go hike Angel's Landing down in Zion's and then
Jump off.
I'm going to take the fast way down.
But the best
We need to do
part
that
would be to
again.
do it in front of everybody. They don't know what's going on.
What
You
about,
hit the ground, you're like, I'm good. And they're like, what?
what about grabbing a power line?
Now we're cooking.
You would be.
I know. Hence the joke.
Or watching a nuclear bomb go off.
Oh, there you go.
From like where it lands,
Yeah, like right at it.
being in the eye of it,
That-
experience it.
What about a tornado?
That'd be cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Like a real big one.
tornado.
Just walk into a tornado.
No, you start in you get in the eye, and then you just walk into the side of it, and you're just whoop, just, woo!
See where you land.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
Be one of the passengers inside of that submarine that imploded.
There you go.
I wonder, like,
It just implodes around you.
I mean,
You're in like a suit.
I think maybe the 90s kid's coming out of me because I would want nothing more than a high-speed thriller chase with a heist.
Like you'd want to perform a heist.
I want to rob a bank and get away in a Ferrari type
oh
thing.
yeah. How about just steal the Ferrari? Like,
You gotta get money out of
Well,
it.
yeah. What's the money in it?
okay.
Gold bars.
Be like Fast and Furious 5, where it's you and a buddy pulling the safe, and you have to drive.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
I gotta say, those are some of the most realistic movies I've ever seen.
100%,
Launching
right?
a Ferrari off the top of the freaking Grand Canyon.
The Burj Khalifa, baby.
Did you pee in it?
Did you pee your pants?
Keep rolling.
Wait, why do you keep rolling?
You got to move the crotch hole around. Give it more space.
Yeah.
Gosh, now you got me thinking, man.
It's a bit
There's so
nutty.
much-
That's just it. It's like there's so much when you start going down it. It's just
Zach would want to get suplexed by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I'd do that anyways, even with the repercussions or whatever.
Jump into a volcano.
oh, there you go. Go swimming in lava.
Ooh, that sounds so painful.
Be like a hot tub. Be
Oh,
like a hot tub.
ooh.
Yeah, but there's no.
I guess-
What about swimming to the bottom of the ocean? Just
Now, when we say no consequences,
no consequences.
is it
Immortal. You wouldn't die. You wouldn't be hurt.
okay?
That's my thoughts.
In my head, I'm still going through the pain of everything, but then I like,
I was gonna say, I'm thinking like, so I was telling Tony on the way here that I just went and saw the new Crow movie this weekend.
Yes.
Or this week or whatever. And
and how was it?
it was actually pretty good. I liked it.
Okay, good.
But one of the things that they changed about it, so in the original Crow, when he comes back, he gets shot and all that stuff, he doesn't really feel anything. He's immortal. In this one, he's immortal, but he feels everything.
Ooh.
So when he gets shot or an arm broken or whatever, like it'll heal instantly.
So it's kind of
Or
like
whatever, but he
Wolverine.
Yeah, but he literally feels all of it.
Interesting.
And so even as it's healing and the bones are bent, like there was one part where he broke his leg, and he has to literally shove it back into place, and he just starts screaming. He shoves it back in place, then it heals itself, and after that he can't feel anything anymore. But
And that's kind of where my head's going with like the swimming in the lava is like, oh my gosh, I don't want to have to feel that. But I guess if you're
These
not,
are basically just all the things you would do if you were Wolverine.
No, I like the
Like, I
idea
gotta
of
test these powers out.
I like no feeling.
no feeling,
No feeling.
you just want to feel, but you want to be
Because
able to feel the
I
lava.
feel like the consequence, however it was worded, consequence or whatever, the pain is the consequence.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Valid.
Okay. That is valid.
I'd want to see space. Like, I don't.
Just launch. Just
Somehow-
hold on. Just be taped to the outside of a SpaceX
Yeah,
rocket.
there you go.
Like Woody?
Just hold. Yeah. Just.
Strap me to the front of the shuttle as it's taking off.
You know,
Those would be some forces. Like,
I felt like an idiot. I was down in Florida when we went on our cruise. We were on our way back, and we were staying in a hotel, and something came up in my news feed, and it was like SpaceX launched tonight. And I was like, oh, sweet. We're like right next to, where is it they launch out of?
Kennedy.
No, Cape Canaveral.
Oh.
Cape Canaveral. That's it.
And I was like, we were basically in Cape Canaveral. I was like, sweet. So I run outside just to see if I can see the shuttle launching. And sure enough, I see it. And I'm like, oh, dang, this is cool. So I run in and I tell the people in the lobby, I'm like, hey, if you guys are interested, there's a shuttle launching right now. And the people behind the desks were like, I'm like,
You
oh,
see it all
you
the time."
guys see that all the time. Apparently, I didn't realize I was looking at a deer over here. I was just like, every day.
That's like with us
Tourists.
with the jets overhead.
Yeah.
It's like we hear the jets, and
do
I'll
you
never
guys-
forget a friend told me a story. They were standing in line at a Starbucks or something, and the jets were doing their classic routines, and someone in the thing was like, "Oh my gosh, are we going to war?" And they like were freaking out.
Oh, really?
And they turned, they were like, "Clearly, you're not from around here."
They do this all day, every day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turns out I was the idiot in that scenario. And they do like literally a launch every other day.
Dang.
I had no idea.
That's still cool.
Ooh, I would want to box a gorilla. I think that'd be cool. Get in a full-on brawl with a gorilla.
He'd sit on you.
He'd smack you once.
I feel like I'd get a couple swings in there.
Not a one.
No.
The reach on those arms. You'd have to run in for a hug.
You'd have a pissed off gorilla because there's no consequences. He's all smashing. He's like, "Ugh!" He's all pissed because nothing is happening.
I would sit there and like baby talk it. Oh, you go get me. Okay.
But if
Such a big,
there's no
strong
consequences,
gorilla.
it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It
So
would be.
strong.
I'd go
Mr.
pet a
Gorilla.
tiger.
Ride a bull.
I'd bite a tiger.
Little do you know, it's like
Bite
Bite
its
a
tail.
tiger?
Yeah.
hop on it, see if you can
Give him
find
a
it.
taste of his own medicine.
Play tag.
Swim with sharks, great whites,
cool.
just freely. No consequence.
Oh, that'd be cool.
See, yeah.
That's some good stuff.
There's, man.
I'm surprised that we have made it this far. Not one mention of drugs yet.
I have no interest.
I've already done it. No, I'm just
Nah,
kidding.
sounds
That's
dumb.
a joke. I'm just kidding. I have.
I don't know. It seems like it would be pretty cool to melt into something.
Go
and
on a
see-
spirit journey.
and see sounds.
Now, would the high be the consequence, though? And so, therefore, you wouldn't even
So
feel
the
the
drugs
high?
moot.
No, I think the
The
consequence
OD.
would be
The OD.
the OD,
Death afterwards.
The hangover.
death, the hangover,
yeah,
the
the last-
loss of a job.
That's what happens afterwards.
Family.
Loss of
I mean, if you're going to
Brain
go down
damage,
that road, then yeah, I'd
addiction.
give like cocaine a try.
Oh, that's a lame one.
Hey, just try them
From
all.
what I've
Why
heard.
stop at one? Just try them all.
Try them all. Let's just mix
Just
it
have
all, mix it all into
A
something.
bar mitzvah. We're gonna have a party.
There's a true Heinz 57 right here.
You know, the one thing I am proud of us all is none of us have said anything sexual.
I thought it.
What are you thinking?
No, I didn't.
What are you thinking?
I
Lion?
didn't.
It's the giraffe, isn't it? The long legs. and-
They got you.
You get me.
Some long legs.
Now it's
baby.
the challenge. I like the challenge.
all right, how to get there without falling 50 feet.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I like a good challenge. Hold still, darling.
Even with the idea of no consequences, I'm still not a cheater.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of
That's a consequence. No, I didn't think that.
what is. I don't even know the names of the drugs that I'd want to try. Just hallucinations. I think that'd be great.
See,
Hallucinogenics?
Sure.
I would want the energy.
Mushroom.
See what it feels
you
like
got
to-
mushrooms,
Mushrooms.
psilocybin,
Yeah, let's try that one. Pop some caps. Is that a thing?
pop some caps.
There you go. Pop some caps.
Whip
the
it.
Indian one.
Peyote.
Oh, yeah. Let's go on a spirit journey.
There we go.
That'd be great. That'd be.
Find our spirit animals.
Oh, is that like your Patronus?
We'll talk after this. Ayahuasca. They got ayahuasca.
Hey, that's that stuff Aaron Rodgers is on.
DMT.
Aaron Rodgers went on a finding himself journey.
They
On
call it the spirit
ayahuasca.
molecule, DMT. It's what your body releases when you're born and when you die.
Let's try that one.
How do you acquire that?
It takes a life.
Well,
I don't know.
DMT is well,
Like the
there's
soul stone.
the soul stone.
What's that off of?
Avengers.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Got to push a lady off a cliff. That's all I know.
It's a loved one.
Is that
Oh,
what
it's just some random lady. All right.
He's like, why is the stone not popping up? You next. Come on.
No consequences. Oh, man. That'd be great. Yeah, I think a drugged out fast car heist would be great.
So Wolf of Wall Street style or
Yeah,
what?
man. You gotta, you know, you're gonna go out. You gotta go big. You know, why not?
End it with going off the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Dukes of Hazzard style.
I think of Groundhog Day on that one.
Oh.
He steals the groundhog, drives it off the cliff, does everything he can think of to kill himself, and
Yeah. That movie's so good.
I love that movie.
Classic.
That and Multiplicity. That's another.
Oh,
one.
yeah.
That movie's funny.
Classic.
Yeah. I like pizza.
I gotta rewatch
Touched
it.
my pepper
I don't really
steak.
remember it.
Put it in my wallet.
Have you guys seen Lone Star State of Mind?
Great
No.
movie.
Man.
Yeah, I have been meaning to because
Oh, it's so great.
I'm gonna put it on my movie
So
list.
great. Jenny and I just rewatched it again. There's just so much good.
Oh man.
Oh, what's the? Somebody told me. Have it? You guys? One of you guys have probably seen this.
What?
It's a show. It's supposed to be really good. I wrote it down so I didn't forget. 3 Body Problem. Have you seen that?
I watched
Three Body
that.
Problem.
Is it good?
It's good, but it's a slow burn.
Is it weird?
It is weird.
We just started.
And it leaves on a massive cliffhanger that's very annoying.
Okay.
What's the one about the mafia in England? Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
We
heard
just-
good things about that.
We just started that one last night.
Shaylee watched that whole thing.
I'm
It's
halfway.
really slow so
I'm almost
far.
done with season 2 on that one.
Is it good?
I heard it's a slow
good,
start.
but it's slow.
It feels slow.
It's slow.
Especially after Fallout, it feels extreme.
I watched the first episode and I stopped because I was like, ugh. And I heard you have to get through the first couple.
They're supposed to be
Yeah.
making a movie of it, and Cillian Murphy's gonna star
I don't
in
know
it.
who that is.
He's the,
The
main
main
guy.
guy.
in
He
Peaky
plays
Blinders.
Oppenheimer?
He plays Scarecrow in Batman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Begins.
He also is the main guy in Oppenheimer.
Those were good movies.
Yeah, it
Dude, I love Cillian Murphy.
picks up right around when Tom Hardy shows up, which is about 2 or 3 episodes into season 2.
Oh,
And
okay.
then that's when it really starts just,
I didn't realize Hardy was in it.
yeah, Tom
Yeah.
Hardy's in it. He comes in season 2 and he ends up finishing out the whole series.
Right on.
Guy's
Well,
a stud.
where are we at?
An hour and a
Time-wise?
half.
Oh, what? Okay.
I'll
well,
feed her saying.
We're gonna call it here because I feel like this was a really high note. This was a lot of fun.
Great.
Thank you for reminding me on that.
Yeah.
That was
that was
good.
fun.
Fun question.
Good way to end.
Let us know down below what you would do if you got to experience anything without any repercussions. And yeah, what's our hashtag?
Drugs.
I like it.
Let's not do drugs. I don't want
That might get us flagged.
That might get
Not
us
a
flagged.
good way.
Let's do
Hashtag
Dare to resist drugs and alcohol.
DARE dare.
All right.
don't do drugs, kids. They're bad for you. Stay in school.
Oh man, and we'll see you here next week.
Yep.
Love you guys.
A fifth thing.
Arrivederci.
And thanks for being part of this crowd.